You're listening to The Manning Report with your host, James David Manning. The news behind the headlines.
I want to continue with this theme today. I got a comment in our message segment from a woman by the name of April Barcenas. And she writes, I would like to express my disappointment with your new video, Trump supporters have nothing to fear but death itself. She puts it in quotation marks. I guess she's pretty smart on that rise. She says, I used to listen to Pastor Manning on InfoWars until he went against Trump and stopped being a guest on the show. I subscribed to the newsletter in my email box when he was on the show and never canceled it. Today, I saw this in my inbox and was shocked at how he had changed. Pastor Manning's view is not a Christian one, in my opinion. His new angle seems to be race baiting and hatred of Trump. Is he the new mouthpiece for Black Lives Matter? He's leading his people with a victimized attitude of hatred for white people. Very sad. Well, April, and to all of you April likes, very interesting. In this video I posted up, I pointed up in a documented way that has been proven by all kinds of scientific information that white people are dying, presented by Dr. Sanjay Gupta, that white people are dying. And white men in particular who do not have a college education, they are dying. And these are the people that are the Trump base. And not just that, but I pointed up, and everybody knows when I said that they have nothing to fear but death itself, that the opioid, which is hillbilly heroin for white people, is ravaging the Trump base, the Trump supporter, people that support Trump. Their families and their children are ravaged by drug addiction, by heroin, by opioids of every sort and every magnitude. That's a documented historical fact that even you, April, cannot deny. That y'all are dying. You're dying by the thousands. Not to mention that young white men are mass murderers, mass killing, mass shootings in schools, killing one another. That's documented. There is no denying that, April. But not just that. Suicides are off the charts among the uneducated, uncollege educated white men in America today, who also make up a large segment of Trump's base. So what is it about what I've said, April, that's not true? Is it not true that opioids and heroin is ravaging the Trump families, the Trump base, ravaging down through Ohio and Indiana, ravaging down through the South, ravaging the youth, and turning young white girls into prostitutes? It's true, April. It's true. It's true that young, uncollege educated white men, according to the health department statistics and other global understanding, are dying faster than black men in Haiti. It's true, April. So when I say you have nothing to fear but death itself, I'm speaking the truth. But you see that, and these are the people that support Trump. You see that as somehow or another that I'm race baiting. You see that as being unchristian. What's unchristian about it? What is it about the fact that I'm pointing out that white people are dying at a rate faster than black people now? What's unchristian about that? You know, the problem is with you, April, and a bunch of other people, is that you only like me when you thought I was a good Negro. When you thought I was a good Negro. When I marched against Al Sharpton, Mr. Engineer, when I marched against Al Sharpton, when I marched against, and we put the footage up on the screen, when I marched against Al Sharpton, when I was a good Negro. See, this is when you loved me then. You follow? When I was telling the truth on Al Sharpton, when I marched against Obama, when I was a good Negro. When I was a good Negro, you loved me, April. When I was a good Negro, Alex Jones loved me. I was telling the truth on Al Sharpton, telling the truth on Obama. When I marched against Obama, he came to Harlem and thought he could have lunch at a restaurant 2 blocks away from our church. I threw up a march against that boy, Obama, the president of the United States. And Mr. Engineer circled the march global, the people, the marchers. When I did that, you said I was a good Negro, April. You and all these other white people, you phony white people, said I was a good Negro. When I was doing this, you said I was a good Negro. When I was marching against Obama, I was a good Negro. Good, good, good. He's a good Negro. Good, good, good Negro. He's a good Negro. He's a good, good, good Negro. This is a good Negro right here, right? This is a good Negro. This is a good Negro here. Pastor Manning was a good Negro then. He's a good, we love him. Get him on Alex Jones. Let Alex Jones talk. We love him. Let's subscribe to his magazine. Let's subscribe to his newsletter. He's a good Negro. Pastor Manning is a good Negro. He's marching against that Obama. He's a good Negro. But now Pastor Manning comes and says to you that the uneducated white man, which constitutes 90% of Trump's base, is dying. His mortality rate is higher than any place else in the developed world and the undeveloped world. That makes me now a bad Negro, but it's the truth. When I say that opioids, hillbilly heroin, is ravaging white people, white girls, white boys, they're not going to school. They're becoming prostitutes. They're drug addicts. They're a lost group and dying at an extraordinary astronomical rate. That makes me a bad person when I say that truth about white people and mainly about Trump's base, or that suicides are off the charts rather. And that young white men have demons running around in their heads saying, go and kill white children in school. Even 4- and 5-year-old babies in Sandy Hook, go and shoot them in the head in schools and in churches. These demons running around in the Trump base, the people that support Trump. And now that I point that up as that the Trump supporter has nothing to fear but death itself, all of a sudden I'm a bad Negro. I ain't a good Negro no more. And that I hate Trump. Well, listen, anybody with half a sense of humanity, anybody who's been anywhere near God, there's no way you could put up with this pathological liar, this degenerate Tribulation Trump, this monster himself from Fifth Avenue, who says he could shoot somebody. You know what, April? You know what, you sick little twit? You know what? Trump said you are so stupid. Trump said you and your kind are so stupid, so degenerate, so immoral, so ungodly, so unchristian, so much an absolute fool that he could step out on Fifth Avenue, April, and shoot somebody and you would still worship him. You would still support him worshiping Kim Jong-un, the way Kim Jong-un kills people. April, you are ungodly. You are full of the devil. You and your kind would watch this man step out and would still support him. Yet when I tell you, you need to turn back to Jesus. When I tell you, April, and all you white supporters that are dying like flies, dying worse than black people are dying in Haiti, all of a sudden now I'm a Black Lives Matter leader. All of a sudden now I'm a race baiter. All of a sudden I'm a victimization. And all of a sudden now I'm a Trump hater. No, I'm just a truth teller. April, I've never seen anything as sick as you white people that support Trump. And God has deserted y'all. That's why you're dying. That's why you're going to keep on dying. And just for the record, I'm not an Obama supporter. I'm not a phony. Like Mr. Engineer put up the picture of them birthers down there in that church in Dallas. I'm not a phony like these birthers. I'm still a birther. I'm still declaring that Obama was ineligible to serve. I'm still saying that he was not the president of the United States of America. But these birthers that have no integrity. They ain't got 1 ounce of Jesus in them. When this orange-haired orangutan, this coochie grabber, this rapist, Tribulation Trump came along, here are all these birthers. You see these people up here, they hounded Tribulation Trump like he stole something from God itself. These are birthers. Look at them. Look at them. They hounded Obama up and down Main Street. The Obama they hounded. But the moment Trump came along and said that Obama was legit, every one of these phony ASS birthers all of a sudden said now Obama is real. They are phony hypocrites from way back when. They are ungodly, don't know nothing about God, have no integrity, and if Tribulation Trump shot somebody, they said they'd still stay with him. No, y'all are a sick bunch of godless people. And I want to tell it everywhere I go. I want to tell it everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, that God is against y'all. God ain't gonna never turn to y'all. The only thing you can expect from God now is that all of y'all gonna die. And let me repeat, April, you Trump supporters have nothing to fear but death itself. So let your young girls turn tricks while Trump continues to bamboozle y'all, take away your integrity. No, When I was a good Negro, you used to love me, but I'm still the Lord's servant. I was the Lord's servant then. I'm the Lord's servant now. It's just that you people don't have any integrity. You don't have any honor. You are without honor. You're without ethics, and you don't know Jesus. You don't know him. You're not saved. And I say this also about you as well. Before death comes, your families are going to be ravaged. The white women ain't going to want to have sex with the white man that supports Trump. They're going to be fighting in the bedrooms and fighting in the bathrooms, fighting in the boardrooms. The family is going to be dissolved. The young girls have nothing to look up to because they realize Trump is a mass rapist. They have nothing to save themselves for. The sexual problems running through the Trump supporter, the white Trump supporter, the family disillusion. Love ain't in the kitchen or in the bedroom no more because any man that loves Trump don't know how to love a woman. Any man that looks to Trump, any white man, or any black man like these other good Negroes, but any man that looks to Trump as a solution to his problems and gives his love and affection to Trump don't know how to love a woman. And any white man who publicly announces that he loves Trump, his wife will immediately be turned off by him. He might as well become a sodomite. He might as well jump in bed with Trump and crawl up the back door. His wife will look at him and can't understand why she don't want to get in bed with him no more. Well, the reason why she don't want to get in bed with him no more is because he loves Trump. And sex ain't just a physical thing, it's a spiritual thing. It's something that you do with somebody if you're married to them or you love them, that you have some sort of spiritual respect for. But you don't want to crawl in bed with a cow. You don't want to crawl in bed with an alligator. And so in the bedrooms where the men, I can tell you this, if any of the local $10 whores, pimps are around, you want to make a whole lot of money? Go into some of these neighborhoods in Dallas and Oklahoma and Tulsa and Tennessee and Kentucky and all throughout the South of Louisiana, Ohio, because these white men, their wives ain't doing it no more. You see these men? These men might as well, their wives ain't doing it no more. Because their wives, ain't no way she can lay down with a man who lays down with Trump. It's just a turnoff. It's just a turnoff. It's just a turnoff. So yeah, so I ain't a good Negro no more. Well, I'm still against Obama. I'm still against Al Sharpton. This is a bit of a news blog we do, looking at spiritual wickedness in high places for the most part, making some observations about it and giving people a biblical foundation to the way of interpreting, rather than have Sean Hannity or Laura Ingraham or Janine Pirro or Anderson Cooper or Rachel Maddow or Don Lemon, Rush Limbaugh interpret what's going on in the world. You come to me and I'll tell you based on what the Word of God says. They'll just give you their worldly, sinful view. But the Manning Report will tell you what God has said, whether to say yea or nay, whether to go or to stay. You'll be led by the word of Almighty God. Come to the Manning Report on a daily basis to interpret the spiritual wickedness in high places, because there's plenty of it that's going on. And so I'm the Lord's servant, James David Righteous Rebel Manning, and I'm here to serve you with news and information.